What's up? It's Aidewan. Right now we have a very tough situation due to coronavirus, and a lot of us are sitting at home. But in Russia there is not it's not so obligatory, and you don't have to sit at home. There is no isolation rules yet, so let's go for a little excursion. Maybe it will be interesting for you. Right now we're entering one of the famous parks in Russia, in Moscow, and it's called Museum Kolomenskoye. It's there. Yeah, this is a museum. As you can see, there are gates and some metal detectors which detect metal. Yeah, so the Iron Man won't pass. And it's right next to the metro station, pretty close to the city center. Not in the city center, but pretty close. There are different entrances, and actually that's a really big park. We're here for that wooden castle. Here's the map of the park itself, and right now we're here. So that's the castle, and that's the whole part of the park. I don't know what this is though. So this castle, that's actually a house of King Alexei Mikhailovich, Knyaz Alexei Mikhailovich, and that's a replica. That's not actual castle, even though the one that looked the same was built in 17th century. This one is a copy which was built in 2010, I think. And the thing about it that it's wooden. So here's the close-up to this wooden house. As you can see, there are separate floors of it, and actually this castle, it's not one building. It's like 10 or 9 or 8 separate buildings which are then connected. And this type of architecture was popular in 17th century, and so you can even go inside here and even have a marriage, because they have a special place for that here. And here you can see that's imperatress, the woman imperatress. Yeah. So they have excursions here, and it's a very beautiful building. It is done from a very fat wooden planks and small windows. So right now it's 20th of March, 22nd of March, and it's super cold. I wonder why they have cameras on the castle of 17th century, because even then kings loved vloggers like us, right? So this castle is also illuminated at the evening. There's a lot of lamps here, and even though that you can buy an excursion, we won't buy one because this channel has like 400 subscribers. I don't have money for the excursion. Well, maybe I do, but no, yeah, I don't. Anyway, so here's a close look. Here's a close look of wood here. You see, it's very thin, very fat. Like, here's my hand, and I don't have a small hand compared to another. You see? No, it's not super, not super small. So here how it looks from the inside, and like when you enter this part, it's like you enter the very prehistoric Russia. Yeah. Ooh. Although, if you were like screaming and shouting like me right now in the times, everybody would get out on the street, and probably you will have some troubles. So here how it looks. There are door handles, like super old. Yeah, and a lock. I still use this type of lock at my doors. to separate the kitchen from the living room. Yeah, so that's a small excursion in the palace of King Alexei Mikhailovich. Yes, so probably he didn't smoke because he cannot smoke here. No, of course he's understand. Anyway, that was ID1. So tell me what you think about this video and see you next time. Bye. I tried to make a video a bit longer so I could get more watch hours. So YouTube would give me a monetization a bit earlier than 2021 first year, 2020 second year. Yeah, so keep on watching just a little bit. Okay, so now bye.